Hello and welcome back to another episode of the BNI Southeast Tennessee podcast. My name is Michael Crosa with Chattanooga Podcast Studios, and I'm here with Elaine Zambos, Director of BNI Southeast Tennessee. Elaine, what's our topic today?
We're going to talk about why is strategy easy and execution so hard.
All right. This episode of the BNI Southeast Tennessee podcast is made possible by Superpower Strategies and Beth McClary Walford, helping businesses increase revenue by showing them how to find the right clients, connect with them, and love on them real good. An ideal referral would be a business owner with 0 to 10 sales staff who's frustrated by stagnant growth. Find out how Superpower Strategies and Beth can help you out by scheduling a free consultation. Just go to superpowerstrategies.com, which is linked in the show notes below. So Elaine, tell me, why is strategy easy?
We all have these ideas of what we want, right? Like, I want to make $10,000 a month. I want to lose 15 pounds. Mm-hmm. It's all these goals, right? And we can come up with those pretty easily. But achieving them is very, very difficult. And so that's where the hard work comes in. And so I read a book by Chris McChesney called The 4 Disciplines of Execution, or 4DX.
Okay. Ooh, 4D, that's cool.
4DX, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And so the first one is what he calls a WIG, your wildly important goal. So if your wildly important goal is, to earn this much money or lose this much weight, okay, you got to stay focused on it, right? And there's all these things that go on around you that wants to take your time away from the focus to get to that goal, right? And so, I got to take care of this, or I got to take care of this. And, I know I want to lose 15 pounds, but we're all going to the Lookouts game tonight, and you can't go to Lookouts without eating a hot dog. So I'm, all the stuff, right? It's some head games that we play. The head trash gets involved. But we cannot lose track of what that wildly important goal is if it truly is something we want.
Yeah.
Right? Because we can get squirreled and get caught in all these whirlwinds. And so we have to set up the execution of it. So the execution is coming up with the indicators. There's lag indicators and there's lead indicators.
Okay, keep going.
Right?
Tell me more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lag indicator might be each week when you jump on the scales and you see your weight. Okay?
Because that's happening after?
You're right. Because the lead indicator is maybe it's the 3 workouts a week, counting your calories, calorie deficit. Yeah. Right. So all of those small little steps that you're taking, those things you can measure and you can control. You really can't control your weight, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And it's the same way with earning $10,000 a month. So if that's the wildly important goal, well, each month you can track how much money you're earning, right?
Yeah.
You can see that.
Yeah.
But it's still a lag indicator. Yeah. You can't just say, this is how much I'm going to get. All right, how many sales calls did I make? How many people are in my pipeline?
Yeah.
How many presentations did I make? How many proposals did I write? Like, those are the lead indicators. Those are the things that say how I'm going to get there. So not only do we have this wildly important goal, then we have to have goals for our lead indicators.
Okay.
Right? So
yeah.
Because if I'm going to lose weight, then my lead indicators, I have to have a goal of, 1,500 calories a day.
Yeah.
3 workouts at the gym a week. 3 hikes a week.
Yeah.
Right? 64 ounces of water a day, right?
Yeah.
So those are the things that you have to track, and that gets you there.
And that goes right back to business because, if I need to make this amount, then I need this many clients. I need to have made this many calls. I need to, that
Absolutely,
kind of stuff.
Yeah. So if you need, breaking it down like that, let's just say you need $10,000, and let's say your average sale is $1,000. That's a lot of clients, right? That's a lot of clients.
Right.
I got to have 10 people paying me $1,000 per month, right? Okay. If I need 10 clients, how many appointments do I need?
Could be 20, could be 30.
Well, let's pretend that let's say you have a 25% closing ratio. So
40.
So you need 40 appointments a month.
Yeah.
Right? So to have 40 appointments a month, you always have to have how many people in your pipeline. So you always got to be working like, who's in my pipeline to get them to appointment stage, right?
Yeah.
And so, I feel comfortable when I double it. So I need 80 people in my pipeline to get to my 40 appointments, because not everybody I talk to is going to give me an appointment.
Right.
Right. And then, so that's the good indicator, is how, keeping that prospect list going and having a minimum number of prospects. That's exactly how it leads to business. Right. And then we have the third discipline of engagement, which is the scorecard.
Okay.
Right. We have to keep score.
Yeah.
Because could you imagine going to the lookouts and the scoreboard's black? Like, that's not, nobody would care, right?
Right.
Like, that's not fun.
That's not the point. Yeah.
Somebody wins and you want to be the winner. And so then you develop a scorecard for yourself. And then that scorecard, in the business sense is, okay, here's how many appointments, here's how many calls. And so let's say it's 80. Well, that sounds like a lot, right? But if you divide that by 4 weeks, that's 20 calls a week.
Yeah.
In 5 days, it's 4 calls a day.
Yeah.
Right.
That's doable.
That's very doable.
Yeah.
Right.
Totally. Yeah.
So you have a scorecard. Like, did I make my 4 calls today? Because that's the only thing in that you can control. You can't control how many people are going to give you the appointment.
Yeah.
You can't control how many people will let you have a proposal, but you can control the number of calls. That's your scoreboard. And then you can see, when you get there, you're like, yes, I did it.
Yeah, you did it.
And then, you have the fourth discipline is the cadence of accountability. What are those 1 to 2 things I can do every week to move those lead measures? And again, when you think about that, it's you really are holding yourself accountable to making those 4 calls a day.
Yeah.
Or to going to the gym today, to writing down everything I ate today. Like, those are your cadence of accountability, if you will.
Yeah.
But it's a great book. I totally recommend
One more
reading
time, what was the name of it?
The book is called The 4 Disciplines of Execution.
Okay.
And the hip thing is 4DX.
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 Cool.
And it's Chris McChesney, and I highly recommend it. I've used it, and it's just been amazing to see the difference in my business and the other people that I've talked to who use it as well.
Great. Well, cool. Well, we will make sure to put links in the show notes to that book.
Yes.
That way all the people can get it. Get your CEU credits.
There you go.
Be sure to log your
Absolutely.
credits for listening to this podcast, right?
Right.
Yeah. This podcast is produced by Chattanooga Podcast Studios, helping businesses and organizations make a deeper connection with their audience through the art of podcasting. An ideal referral for me would be a professional organization with a state or national presence. You can get in touch with me, Michael Crosa, by going to chatpod.com. That's chat with 2 T's, like Chattanooga, which is linked in the show notes below. Well, this has been another great episode of the BNI Southeast Tennessee podcast. Elaine, thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah. All right. So be sure to subscribe on your favorite platform. Tell your friends. Tell your chapter. Use this for your education minute. So, Elaine, I'm a new dad, and I love dad jokes.
Yes.
And I hear you've got one for me.
I've got one for you.
Okay.
Why did the bald-headed dad use his credit card to buy a wig?
I don't know why.
To pay.
Oh, man. All right. Thanks again for coming. We'll see you next time.